Mr. Shamal Gupta, source of our inspiration, is the chief guest for today's function. We have once with us Mr. Sharad Gangal from Thermax, Sanjay Kirloskar from KBL, Ujjwal Banerjee is about to join from Tata Trust, Nawajid Adina from K&A Engineering, Dhananjay Savarkar from TCE, and the industry friends, the sponsors, the media, Eagle team, faculty members, heads of the department, and the representatives from various engineering colleges. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you the LEAP, because Kamal has rightly pointed out this is a 64 hours long program without examination. But if it is without examination, we have to ensure that the transition, the transformation is taking place. And that's the reason I still remember, because for last 1 year, we are working with the Hermitage team, and we have a voluntary Eagle team from College of Engineering, Pune. We had gone through that teachers training also. I still remember when we were talking about what are we trying to achieve, what are we going to achieve out of this. And when that entire map came in front of us, we saw that there is a need for tracking and monitoring, and naturally there is a need of automation. There is a need of some web-enabled device which we have to have as an originality from COEP. Thanks to Professor Ahuja, because he indicated me first that Sudhir, we should do this. Because keeping an Excel sheet, which Kamal initially shared with me, struggled and how to take care of that Excel sheet and how to get the analytics from that Excel sheet was a big issue. We started interacting with the developers in COEP, and I must tell you, hard work put in by the entire team which developed this LEAP program, that is learning, evaluation and application process. It's basically a web-enabled portal, which is a secured portal. We have got the SSL certificate for that also, because you are sending a data to the web, and it is made for tracking and monitoring. Now the question is, whenever you wish to track something, the first and foremost thing which has to happen is, what do we want to track? So there are 10 different areas and 5 behavior dimensions. In other words, there are 50 parameters, 750 students, roughly 35,000 data points per month for the student. The same will be done by the Hermitage faculty, another 35,000. Another turn of COEP faculty, which is a support faculty for this, so another 35,000. All put together, about 1 lakh data point every month we are going to generate. For a 10 months program, 10 lakh, that is 1 million data points which we are going to generate. And if I don't have the automated process, probably all of us, including Hermitage, the faculty members from COEP, and you also will get lost in that used data. Now what student will log in? He will see his reports, his all credentials. The Hermitage faculty will have his own parameters to enter. The COEP faculty, and most important is the entire thing, the reports would be made available to the sponsors for that particular division. So sitting in their office, they can see how eaglets are performing, how the teachers are performing, how the entire program is going on. And that's where, once we know that the program is going on track, probably we can drive it faster, probably we can add something. And that's where, irrespective of your geographical location, irrespective of the position where you are, you will come to know what's going on. And that's what we started working on. The enormous effort we put in, made open to you, and it's available with you. Now the idea is, you have to generate some alarms, you have to generate some parameters which can throw open to the faculty members. And which are those parameters? For example, somebody is weak in a particular area, maybe because of some reason. Nobody can have all the 50 characteristics with excellent grade, that's not possible. somebody will be excellent in a particular area, then he has to work hard to make sure that he is performing well in the other area also. Now, how to ensure all those things is the issue actually. And that's where what we have done is, there is an assessment parameter. If an eaglet is performing or his score is below 60, then the flag will be set. The message will go to the respective Hermitage teacher. The message will go to the COAP faculty, and then he will be asked for the what we call as friendly chat or the friendly discussion. That we need to also understand what's going wrong. And the reason for this is we don't want to lose a single eaglet to become an eagle. 750 eagles must fly out of this campus. That's the mission which we are going with. So, no way. So we just can't say that, oh, I came to know about this particular thing after the examination, now nothing can be done. There only we have to track it, we have to make sure that, oh, there is something required, some additional inputs are required, some discussion is required. We are going to do that. On top of that, which is initially was not part of this program, but we said whatever knowledge we gather, as a teacher also we gather knowledge, we learn a lot from students. But then that has to be disseminated, that has to be discussed amongst ourselves. So we have decided that every month, all the Eagle team comprising of the COAP faculty and Hermitage faculty, we will sit together and we will discuss amongst ourselves that where are we going, what are the experiences which they have gained, and how can we use those experiences to make sure that the success rate goes still high. And that's what we are going to do. At the end of this, all the sponsors will receive a report. Now that report is basically how a particular eaglet is performing. Thanks to Dr. Kohli, because he had given us a lot of inputs as far as the analytics is concerned. So I still remember those words I got through Kamal Ruk, and those words were, we should slice the data in such a fashion that any part of the data or the parameter can be chosen and you get the analytics out of it. So what are those? First is you can have an average, you can see the standard deviation, you can see the individual performance, you can see how others are working, batch to batch comparison, teacher to teacher also. It's not a comparison, but how things are moving ahead. And on top of that, there's a feedback form also. Please remember, my dear students, dear eaglets, there is a need that you should tell us, please cooperate and send us the feedback. And this feedback would be available every month. And we are going to work on those feedback from the students, that this is how the program is moving ahead with. And then there is a guarantee for success. We are going to put up a lot of efforts here. I'm sure today, though holiday, you all have come here. I visited individual classes with great response I received. That's the reason I love COAP. And that's the spirit. That's the spirit. If we take up a challenge, we make sure that we achieve it, come what may. I hope the development of this entire exercise will go a long way. I'm not saying that this is over. There are still more things we will learn from you, we will learn from the sponsors, we will learn from industry people. We will of course keep on improving that portal, and you will see so many good things. The notice board is there, chat is there, SMS is there, all the facilities which normally fascinate the student, all the facilities are there on that portal. I'm sure you will enjoy this. I'm sure you will be successful. Thank you so much once again.